Welcome back everybody to another Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition video. Toreas here with another casted game. This time we see a match between Storchi and Snubbkebab. And let's jump into it. So, I haven't seen Sweden on the ladder lately that much, but yeah, as more interesting it gets. On the other side we have Ottomans. A lot of players are playing Ottomans on the ladder lately, especially top 100. I see them a lot. And yeah, Storchi is rank 90 at the moment, and Snubbkebab is rank 50. So two top players here colliding. So the Swedish player is starting off with some torps, and he's building them around the silver mine, as it's common to see. And Snubbkebab also doing standard stuff, building up his mosque for his settler upgrades. And then we also see a trading post going up here in the middle. And to the map, we are playing on Nile Valley. So here's a river, the Nile, and then we see two separate trade routes, one here on the north and one here in the south. And both players have like little plateaus, so you can definitely wall here and save you some wood here. Same on the other side. And then yeah, Storchi is scouting and collecting from the ostriches here. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Let's go normal speed now, because we see that... Oh, it's not normal speed. The Swedish player just sent in the free settler card, and we see in his deck that he has some HP upgrades, team heavy infantry hit points, and hand infantry, hand cavalry hit points. So he's definitely wanting to increase his HP for his units so they stay longer in the fight. On the other side, Snubbkebab sending in the Silk Road to improve his trading posts. Yeah, and he's also almost fully on ostriches. Just two are collecting gold for the upgrades, I guess. And he's also aging. Storchi is also aging and building up the third torp here. Then we see the two explorers here. Maybe we see a steal here. Yes, indeed. Mohammed Al-Hamza got the treasure. Let's speed up a little bit again until we are H2. So the Swedish player now got two cows. And we see a market going up for the Ottoman player and also a stable. And the Ottoman player is chasing down a villager here. A villager that is probably trying to build up a torp, but now doesn't know where to go. He's chopping wood. And now we see Dominion's card. Delivers a number of torp wagons. Torps become stronger, can receive economic home city shipments and gather from crates. Interesting card. I don't see this one a lot. Or very rarely. Actually, I haven't seen it so far. Torp wagon. And he's sending in the next torp upgrade. Engelsberg Ironworks for increased coin gather rate. And the Ottoman player Also sent in 700 coins, so he went 3 settlers. Silk Road, 700 coin. And the Ottoman player also has some hit point cards here in his deck. Kind of similar to his opponent, but his cards are for artillery units, not for cavalry and infantry units. But yeah. And then we also see in H3 some cavalry upgrade, cavalry combat. Good stuff, good stuff. And he's also going for hunting dogs and placer mines now. And still we see the Ottoman explorer annoying here this villager, and also a hussar is helping him out to kill the first villager, I guess. Switch over to Storchi. He's building more torps around this silver mine over here. Also 4 torps here around this one. And he's sending even in more upgrades. Now he's sending in the blueberries. And the Swedish explorer Adolf Nordenskjöld just died. I have to say those names of those 2 explorers really fit their nations. Also the other guy here, Mohammed Al-Hamza, sounds Turkish to me. Or Arabic at least. Both players are very close together with on score, just a 4,000 score difference. And Snubbkebab is slightly ahead. More houses being built, and he's going fully on wood here. 19 villagers. The Swedish guy. Yeah, makes sense for his torps, of course. Yeah, and the barrack is going up. Few hussars here, roaming around the map, scouting. Awesome Ibis guns. And the second town center is going up. Yeah, you have to keep in mind that if you are playing the Ottomans and you build up a second town center, it's an enormous boost for your economy, because you get your 3 villagers out of 2 town centers at the same time, so definitely good choice there. Yeah, both players are really trying to boom, but Snubbkebab wants to annoy him a little bit here. And we see a few hussars in the back line of Storchi's town here, but being defended from the Carolean. Perfect counter for the hussars, because they have a 1.5 multiplier against heavy cavalry, so but just in ranged, so in hand attack they would have maybe some problems, but still they have 20 attack, so not that easy to kill. And the hussars keep going and try to burn down this top over here. Meanwhile, on the south side we see some cavalry archers killing a villager who is hunting around this torp here. And a few Caroleans roam out to defend the torp. And 2 hussars went down. Now 5 hussars coming in from Storchi as well. And we see a third and fourth town center going up here. So he's really trying to boost his economy and produce all his villagers. Let's go on Snubbkebab's side here again. It's producing Abe's guns. Then here we see the veteran cavalry archers doing some pressure here. They have pretty bad siege, so it takes a while to burn this torp down. Now the Caroleans come in to defend. Let's check the base from Snubbkebab. Building more houses. 10 on food, 13 on coin, 4 on wood right now. And all of his 4 town centers are up now. And you see it here, he is producing 4 villagers at the same time here. Really boosting his economy now. I think Storchi has to do something about that very soon. But luckily he has his torps, so he's not being behind or anything like that because of the torps. But still, if Storchi gets to maximum pop double as fast as Storchi does, it's gonna be a problem. And we see the Ottoman player pushing in from the top, burning down these torps. It's also good game plan here against Sweden, trying to burn down most of the torps, keeping Storchi away from his boom, and at the same time Snubbkebab is booming himself because of the 4 town centers that he has. Now the Ottoman players shipping in cavalry combat. Interesting stuff here. Let's go over to Storchi again, and now we see some falconets coming. 2 falconets being delivered here. Before that he went for that 1,000 coin. And before that the free torp upgrade, and to start off he took the free settlers. Also the Ottoman has some falconets, but they are very off and get picked up. They don't want to collide here or the match, and Snubbkebab is going backwards towards his base.
Ers Majestät.
And they start shooting against each other, but the Swedish guy definitely has favorite unit composition at the moment because he has the falconets in the back. Then here we see one single cavalry archer doing some damage to the villagers, and I'm not sure if the Swedish guy realizes it. Now he does, and sends some hussars over there. And we see Storchi right now on 32 villagers. And Snubbkebab on 47. So you see it just in, I think, 2 or 3 minutes. You got 20 villager difference. Pretty insane here. And now Storchi is trying to get this town center here down. And Snubbkebab still waiting, now coming in with the Abyss guns from the top. Trying to get a good shot on these falconets, but it's taking a lot of damage here. And he decides to go backwards. And at the same time, a few of the Caroleans keep burning down the town center. And another big volley hits the Abyss guns. So the Abyss guns are doing very good against the Caroleans. And also the veteran chivalry archers do great against the hussars. And it looks like town center is going down, but militiaman is being called. These cavalry archers go down here. And two falconets coming in from the back. Right at the perfect time. And I think he's aiming for the Caroleans here. And he is. And he got a few ones. These veteran hussars doing also a good job. Staying alive. But now finally getting out killed by the cavalry archer. And also those two falconets went down, sadly. And Storchi still remains his army here. And Snubbkebab has to back up again. Now we see the score difference here. 2k score lead for Storchi. And yeah, Snubbkebab fighting off this cliff here in a good spot, but it's not gonna save his town center. It's definitely going down here. And he's trying to save his villagers here. And he does. He sends them straight to coin. Steal the coin from the torps here. Naughty play here. Few idle villagers here on the top. Let's check out the base from Storchi. He also has a church now. The arsenal up. Nice. With 14 on food and 12 on coin. Maybe he's trying to get the age up soon. What about Snubbkebab? I think he's not thinking about upgrading to the next age at all. He's trying to rebuild his army here with the Abyss guns. You see it in the queue. He's producing a lot of Abyss guns. Also a few cavalry archers. And now we see he is on 72 villagers compared to Storchi, who just has 40. So we are close to the double amount of it. But still, Storchi has his army here ready to fight. And a few villagers go over here maybe for the coin mine. And now the army of Storchi is going towards the river, where Snubbkebab is already waiting for him.
Emrin.
And we see 27 veteran Abyss guns doing 54 siege damage.
Evet. Emrin.
And the good thing is
Hazır.
they also do decent against the Hussars, because Hussars have 20% rage resistance, but the Abyss guns are doing siege damage, so they don't get this ability, or they don't profit from
Evet.
this armor here.
Hazır.
But still, Storchi manages to push Snubbkebab backwards. But Storchi's Hussars almost died. A few more ones come in to reinforce. But he's fighting around his town center, which supports his army here and forces Storchi to back off for the moment. And he's walking around to the north, maybe burning down this trading post here. No, because Snubbkebab is chasing him. More Hussars coming in from Storchi. And 2 falconets pop, but unfortunately Hussars are right next to it and kill them. And Storch is going backwards because he lost all of his Hussars. And now we see Storchi clicked up to H4. And Snubbkebab still reinforcing his army here. Not going up for the moment. Let's speed up a little bit. And we see he's fighting here to get this torp. Now kills also a villager. And Snubbkebab coming down to this coin mine. No, he's not. He's going backwards. At the same time, the explorer of Snubbkebab is exploring what's going on in the north. Let's see if anybody can see. Not that much. And now Storch is up in H4. More Hussars coming out, and he's reinforcing his army down here. And Snubbkebab is going for a push now, it looks like. He's walking straight to the base of Storchi. And he's waiting here for a moment. He's moving in his 2 falconets. And he's straight right clicking the town center. And now of course the army is coming up, and Storchi turns around is turning around his cannons. But has to take care about these Hussars, but the Hussars cannot connect to the falconets for the moment. And some good volleys hit on the Caroleans. And but the Caroleans definitely outnumber here the army of Snubbkebab, and Snubbkebab is forced to back off and save his last few soldiers. Now we see a factory being shipped. He also sent in the Svea Lifeguard card before, which is a Carolean hit point upgrade, Grenadier hit point upgrade, and also set the armor type to ranged. Let's see it now here. So this is good against the cavalry archers, but still the Aegis guns do the same amount of damage, as I said, because they do siege attack. Yeah, siege damage, excuse me. More Caroleans being produced, also hussars. Snubbkebab on the other side, researching the field upgrade seed drill. And Snubbkebab is 2k score ahead, but still everything is possible here. And then we see, ooh, clean up here on the villagers. Sure, those were like 5 villagers being killed. Not that nice for Snubbkebab. And now Storchi is pushing in here, but doesn't have that many units left, so he has to take care. More Aegis guns pop out. And now Storchi is losing his army here. But still, a few villagers go down here and there. Snubbkebab is not that interested in saving them straight away. Now he does. Just a few Caroleans left here. 8 here, another 7 there. And now we see hussars coming in here and killing the first one. I don't know if Snubbkebab is realizing that he's losing here villagers. And the third villager goes down. Oi, oi, oi. Disaster. 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, he's losing all of his villagers there. Because he's fighting here and doesn't realize that he's losing the villagers over there. Now he does, but I'm sure he lost about 10 villagers here. And now he keeps on raiding, and another one is going down here. And another one over here. Yeah, you see it also in the scores, like, this was a good action from Storchi here. And very unfortunate for Snubbkebab that he didn't realize that these hussars are doing a raid to his villagers. And now Storchi is sending in the next factory card. Snubbkebab sending in the light artillery hit points for his Aegis guns. But for now, Snubbkebab managed to hold Storchi away. Now he's getting the Grand Bazaar upgrade to increase the speed of his villager production, because he knows he lost a few ones. But it's not that bad for him, because he gets the villagers for free. Now he just buys this upgrade that it gets, they are being produced faster, and I think he's fine. And don't forget, he still has 3 town centers, so the villagers that he lost there, the 10 to 12 villagers he lost there, will be back in just like 1 or 2 minutes. So what is Storchi doing? Reinforcing his Carolean army. Meanwhile, he built a mill down here next to his torps. He's collecting wood down here. And now also Snubbkebab is going to the next age. And he is also reproducing his Abyss gun and really committing to them. And also to the cavalry archer. Which have 357 HP. Pretty good. But nobody wanted to ally with the native settlements. A little worried because the Sudanese and the Berbers are two very strong native allies that you can get soldiers from. Especially here the Berber camels doing a great job against the Hussars, for example. Well, they get picked up by the Caroleans, that's maybe why. Or the Sudanese, the dervishes, who deal melee damage but ranged. So, but they're not considering getting them. And now Snubbkebab paid attention, but still loses one villager. But it wasn't as crucial as last time. And now he's H4. And he is doing the guard Abyss guns upgrade. And the Carolean army is coming in. Also added a few Jaegers. Jaegers is a good choice against the heavy, not heavy cavalry, the cavalry archer, sorry. Now I got it. Because they do twice the damage, so 60 damage. And yeah, Storchi is not willing to go in for now. Also, the Abyss guns have 20 range, while Caroleans have 28. Not 20 range. They do have 20 range, and the Caroleans just have 15 range. Sorry, now I have it. And Storchi is trying to get the villagers again, and also gets like 3 or 4 of them. Also, we see Storchi now ahead, 2k score. And Storchi is pushing in the base here. Good fight, and the Hussars go in, but this cavalry archer securing the Abyss guns here in the back, and the Abyss guns are providing the damage all the time. So manages to hold on to this fight even though he has less units. And more Abyss guns, more cavalry archers being produced. And here a few villagers go down. He doesn't really care about his villagers, I have the feeling. And yet most of the Hussars being killed. More Abyss guns come out. Do damage from both sides here. Now a few Hussars being able to connect to the Abyss guns, taking them out. the same time being picked up by the archer. And yeah, more cavalry archers coming in, and now we see some heavy cannons, but Storchi just resigned. That is surprising for me, because he is 2k score ahead. He's pushing in the base, and he just sent in those 2 heavy cannons. Okay, surprising. But I guess he thought he won't ever be able to push this in. Maybe that's why, but interesting game. I thought it would definitely end in the Swedish player's favor, but yeah, sometimes it goes the other way around. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you liked it. See you guys in the next video. Bye.